are you doing today? I am here with a candle review. I actually have several candles that I need to review for you guys that I have burned through recently. So the first one that I have for you is Spiced Pineapple Samba, and this candle came out with the Brazil collection, I believe in January, so it's been out for about a month and a half-ish. And yeah, so this is the first one that I actually burned out of the Brazil collection. I believe I got one of each of the ones that were in the collection. So as the weeks go by, I will try to review, the collection as a whole. And then of course you can go and buy them on the next sale, or if, they show back up at the semi-annual sale in July, I don't know. But here we go. So this candle is called Spiced Pineapple Samba. You can see the packaging here. It has kind of this almost like chevron, but not quite chevron pattern. And you've got like this orange and yellow. And then the lid on these are just very, very plain. I mean, they're just the old Bath & Body Works lids. They don't have a design. They don't have anything special on them. And the wax on this one is a really pretty like cream color, almost like a dreamsicle color to me. I really think it's a beautiful kind of pastel orange. And so it goes well together. The Brazil collection, I for some reason, the labels don't speak to me like some of them do. I was still excited, and, I think they look nice, but are they like the cutest ones ever? In my opinion, they're not necessarily my favorite design. So I don't know, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 or maybe like a B- for the packaging. Let me know how you guys feel about the Brazil collection. They have different patterns on the different ones, but this is my least favorite of the patterns, and I think they have this one in like 3 of them. They have it on this one, it's blue in Rainforest Gardenia, and then it's like red on the Rio Red Guava, which is basically just red guava lava from last year or whatever. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, anyway. So packaging, it's not my favorite, but it's cute. It's just not like super cute. Now, let me read you the scent description. It says, a hint of spice revs up the tempo in this blend of golden juicy pineapple soaked in brown sugar. Let's dance. So how accurate is that? Well, it says, according to this, that it has pineapple and brown sugar. I think that description, despite all the fluff that they throw in there, I think that is spot on. This candle is really interesting to me because it's not just a plain pineapple candle. It doesn't smell like, pineapple mango or like something like that. You don't really get the pineapple just, you don't smell and say, oh, that's a pineapple candle. It doesn't really just smell like pineapple, and that's because I'm sure of the brown sugar. I think I've said this about another candle previously, but it's like a warm pineapple, almost like it's caramelized. I love like pineapple steak, and pineapple steak is basically where you take a big old hunk of pineapple, sprinkle it with sugar, and you grill it, right? So when I go to restaurants and they have that, like, I'm always like, yum, and I order it. So for some reason I really like warm pineapple, I guess, and that's what this reminds me of. It's like it's been caramelized, and when you take fruits and you will, grill them or heat them up, a lot of times the sugars inside of the fruit become caramelized, which makes them like extra sweet. To me, this smells like a pineapple steak or something, a piece of pineapple that's been heated up and like caramelized, so the sugars and the smell of the sugars really comes forward, and I'm sure that is the brown sugar part of it. So it's really interesting, and I really enjoyed the scent. So yeah, it's kind of like a pineapple steak, or if you made like a pineapple bread, like a banana bread, but like pineapple, but it's not a bakery note. It's just like a sweet, warm pineapple, because if you just smell like a plain pineapple after you cut it, and then if you heat it up, like if you eat Chinese food and, it has pineapple that's been, tossed in the wok or whatever, it smells different. And so, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of how I would describe the scent. I personally love it, but I can totally see where this would not be for everybody. If you don't like fruit or sweet candles, you're gonna hate this. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's very interesting. Like, if you see it in the store, give it a smell, even if you don't want to buy it. It's just interesting. And I really like it. For a simple description, it's like kind of a complex scent to me. I really enjoyed it. All right, now the throw on this candle was also really, really nice. I would say this is probably like a 9 out of 10. This was a strong candle for me. Now again, it's different from batch to batch, candle to candle. I can't sit here and tell you that all of them were, but the one I got was really, really nice. It probably filled up like 2 or 3 rooms in the house. I had other candles going at the same time and you couldn't smell any of them. This is the only one that you could smell. So that's a good sign. I think it's kind of overpowering the other scents that I had in the house. It's not the strongest I've ever burned, but it is up there. It is above medium, I will say that. It's either a high, medium, or a low perfect. So yeah, it was definitely a strong one, and the performance on this, oh my goodness, perfection. Like, it is perfection. It burned amazingly. I did not have to do anything to it. Every time it burned, it was so bright. The wax was really pretty when it was pulled out because it's a lighter color, and so it was very bright. The wicks were high. Everything was perfect. I had literally no issues with this. I was so impressed by the performance of this candle. It was perfection. The only thing is, you know, sometimes when your candles get a little hotter, they get this kind of peeling at the edge, and I got that, but it's just barely any at all. So yeah, those are my thoughts about Spiced Pineapple Samba. I really enjoyed it. I kind of feel like this one is one of the standouts of the collection, and I did not expect it to be. I kind of burned this one first because I was like, this one's not going to be very good. So I kind of burned this one first out of the ones that I have, and I actually think this is probably one of the standouts of the collection. So if you get a chance, pick this one up. Let me know what you guys thought of it, and I will see you in the next video.